Have you ever met someone who seemed ordinary but was anything but? Well, meet Claire, a woman with an IQ of 160. Her intelligence was a quiet thing, hidden behind her gentle nature and curious eyes. Those who knew her well saw glimmers of it in her everyday life. At first glance, Claire's story is not unlike many others. Growing up in a modest home, she always enjoyed learning, finding joy in books and asking endless questions about the world around her. However, her inquisitive nature did not just stop at asking questions. It drove her to find answers, leading her to devour books on diverse topics, each feeding her insatiable curiosity. Her thirst for knowledge soon became evident to her teachers, who nurtured her abilities. Recognizing that she was not just an average student, they guided her towards advanced classes and encouraged her to participate in science fairs. These experiences were pivotal for Claire, instilling in her a deep love for learning and problem-solving. Little did they know, Claire was absorbing their teachings and the knowledge she gained from her studies. Like a sponge, she was soaking up information, preparing for the time when she would need to use these skills. Fast forward to her adult life. Claire found herself preparing for dinner, a seemingly mundane activity that held a special significance for her. As she moved around her kitchen, her mind raced with thoughts about the meal she was creating, effortlessly calculating quantities and flavors. This moment was not just about cooking for Claire, it was about applying her intellect in a practical setting. She saw efficiency in action, the perfect blend of precision and creativity. Claire's cooking was not just a necessity, it was a daily exercise in problem-solving. It taught her to strategize, to adapt, and to innovate. Each dish was a testament to her resourcefulness, a reflection of her unique approach to everyday challenges. For Claire, cooking wasn't just a chore or a hobby. It was an integral part of her life, a place where her intelligence merged seamlessly with her passion for food. One day, her life took an unexpected turn. She met the love of her life, a man named Ethan. Their relationship blossomed, and soon they decided to take their love to the altar. The wedding day arrived, filled with joy, celebration, and the promise of a shared future. Amidst the festivities, one guest stood out. Ethan's mother, Margaret Shaw, was a woman of few words, her gaze sharp and penetrating. She had a remarkable ability to assess a person's character in mere minutes. At that moment, she sat silently observing Claire, trying to decipher the young woman's personality. As the reception wound down and the guests departed, Margaret found herself alone with Claire and Ethan. She extended an invitation for them to stay for dinner, an opportunity to have a private conversation with Claire. Over the meal, Margaret subtly tested Claire, dropping hints about her family and gauging Claire's reactions. She wanted to know if Claire could be trusted with her son's happiness. Throughout the dinner, Claire displayed a remarkable composure. She conversed effortlessly, sharing stories and laughter, all while not shying away from engaging in Margaret's subtle tests. The following morning, Margaret awoke with a start. In her dreams, she had witnessed an extraordinary display of Claire's intelligence. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing the true depth of Claire's character. She had underestimated Claire, assuming she was merely a bright young woman who had captured her son's heart. However, her dream suggested something more, something extraordinary. Determined to uncover the truth, Margaret decided to visit Claire's home. Upon arriving, she was greeted by a sight that both surprised and impressed her. Claire's home was a testament to intelligence and practicality, a perfect blend of aesthetics and functionality. As Margaret delved deeper into Claire's world, she discovered a depth of character she had not anticipated. Claire's actions and choices were not just intelligent, they were deeply compassionate and caring. It became clear to Margaret that she had been mistaken. Claire was not just any woman. She possessed a unique blend of intelligence, kindness, and resilience that made her truly special. Realizing her own biases, Margaret resolved to embrace Claire. Recognizing that she had found the perfect daughter-in-law, the day dawned bright and clear, mirroring the clarity of purpose that had come over Margaret. With newfound determination, she reached out to Claire, ready to forge a bond that transcended their initial perceptions. As their relationship deepened, Margaret discovered that Claire's intelligence was not just about academic prowess or intellectual superiority. It was about problem-solving empathy and understanding the complexities of life. Claire's quiet brilliance was evident in her everyday actions, from her thoughtful approach to conversations to her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Her intelligence was a guiding light, illuminating the path to solutions and fostering meaningful connections. Over time, Claire's presence became an integral part of their family fabric. She approached challenges with a strategic mind, devising innovative solutions that surprised and impressed Margaret. Whether it was organizing family gatherings or tackling home improvement projects, Claire's intelligence was a valuable asset. Margaret marveled at Claire's ability to handle any situation that came her way. During a family gathering, Margaret found herself dreading the inevitable chaos. Family get-togethers were always lively, to say the least. With relatives from all parts of the country descending upon their town, Margaret was bracing for the usual whirlwind of activity. The house needed thorough cleaning, meals had to be planned, and a myriad of tiny details had to be addressed. Yet, when Claire stepped in, Margaret felt a sense of calm wash over her. Claire, ever the pragmatist, didn't panic. Instead, she sprang into action. She took charge of creating a detailed schedule, outlining tasks and assigning roles to family members who had volunteered to help. This strategy paid dividends. The house was prepared, the meals were organized, and the family enjoyed a harmonious time. During the gathering, Margaret couldn't help but notice how her guests reacted to Claire. They marveled at her ability to keep everything running smoothly, often commenting to Margaret about how fortunate she was to have such an intelligent daughter-in-law. The event was a resounding success, leaving Margaret filled with gratitude for Claire's invaluable assistance. As the years passed, Margaret's admiration for Claire continued to grow. She witnessed Claire's intelligence shaping their family for the better, bringing order to chaos and fostering deeper connections. What Margaret realized was that Claire's true brilliance lay not just in her problem-solving abilities, but in her capacity for love, understanding, and growth. In Claire, Margaret had found not just a own law, but a kindred spirit, a partner in life who shared her values and enriched her family in immeasurable ways.